Raiders are being introduced. Albany Academy just introduced. Number 1, Bruce DeRushy, and he's really fired up. He gets the Raiders going. Starting unit, number 7, Brett Schneider, co-captain Brett Schneider, and Timmy Thompson will look like it'll be a combination for this afternoon. And number 20, Captain Pat Tracy, just being introduced. The big line of Tracy, and here's number 11, Scotty McCracken, the fire plug, and the big lift last night to number 16, Scotty Murphy, back after a 6-game absent, and he really, they missed him. He's their legitimate sniper. He got 2 big ones last night. That will take time for our national anthem.
And really played well at the end to defeat Suffern.
They stuttered and stumbled at times, Jerry, and as we mentioned, they've done it a couple times this year, but a mark of a good team. They do what they have to win. This afternoon, I think, after talking to both coaches, Coach Stan Moore and Coach Dave Ryder before the game, they got a look at each other last night. They knew what to expect, so I don't think they'll be sitting back reading each other and playing it cautious initially. They'll come right out right after each other, 2-man forechecking system, and I think we're in for a fine afternoon of high school hockey.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. Now stepping into the face-off circle for Academy, Craig Darby. He was the scoring star last night with a couple of goals against Seton. Keith Darby, his twin brother, on the left. Jason Heath on the right. Against the Pat Tracy line. Tracy, Murphy, and McCracken off the face. Albany takes in the zone. Jason Heath in the corner. He and Thompson jam in behind the net. A centering pass goes all the way back to the point and by everybody out to center ice. Brandon Lynch and Steve Sprague are the 2-point men, and it's Thompson and Schneider for Massena. Puck bouncing around at the red line right now, and it goes up into the penalty box, so we'll face it off. Just underway here in the first period, no score.
This is a good size line physically for the Albany Academy team. The Darby brothers, they're of the large variety, and number 7, Jason Heath, is pretty good size also.
Second line coming out now, David Tessitore with Mike Odessa on the left wing and Chad Bilsma on the right. Odessa, you might recognize that name. His dad's a former coach of RPI in Troy. Division I hockey program.
Also coached at Holy Cross, too.
That's
Jerry.
right, before RPI. The Jake Morris line from Massena. Morris, Bigelow, and Tommy Moore. Off the face-off, puck dumped into the Massena zone. Tommy post, and that's going to be an icing call. And that'll move the face-off all the way back into Academy territory.
Now, this could be a preview to a game that's even more important in about a couple of weeks down the road right here at this arena. If things hold true to form, if the Raiders, which wins this section and Albany Academy wins section 2, they'll be meeting right back here.
Face off right side Academy. Morris gets a quick shot off. Right off the draw, goes over the net. Jake in the corner after it, ridden heavily into the boards. Bigelow is there, poked away. Morris, he can't come up with it. Breaking out is Tessitore. Tessitore leading the 3-on-2, breaks in left side. Looks to center, right in front, goes by everybody, and Tommy Moore flips it back out to center ice. On the defense, Lynch dumps it on the backhand, back into the Massena zone. Mike Adams is there for the Raiders, circling in behind. Now flipping it to his wing, Bigelow. Bigelow poke checks it, doesn't get it out, kept in at the point. Here's a weak shot taken by Bilsma, and it comes in behind the net. After it there is Bigelow. Bigelow's head man goes to Moore right by him, out to center ice, and Lynch is there to feed it ahead, intercepted. Bigelow breaking down. Breaking in on Sprague's shot, he fires it just over the corner. And the puck comes whistling around the boards back out to center ice. Tessitore now as the Fauché line gets out from Massena, flips it ahead. Here's a shot, and DeRushy makes the save. Bigelow flips it, doesn't get it out of the zone. Puck comes in behind now. And in behind the net, it's Darby, Keith Darby with it. Darby circles and gets a quick shot off right in front. DeRushy makes the save, and the puck comes free to Tommy Post. There's going to be a penalty, and it's going to go against Massena.
Joey Fauché, he's going to call him for high sticking. He was trying to move number 17, Craig Darby, and that's a mismatch physically. Joey, not very big, about 5'6", and young Mr. Darby, probably about 6'1", 6'2", was parked in front of that net, and Joey was trying to move him out of there, and he got the stick up high on him.
Wayne Humel and Arnie O'Reilly are the 2 officials here this evening, or this afternoon. Coming out of the power play, Tessitore will be centering. Bilsma and Darby, and dropping back to play the point, Craig Darby. He'll be back there at the point. He's got the puck right now. Right side, the drive, and the save by DeRushy. Puck goes kicking into the corner. Controlled by Academy's Tessitore. Back to Darby at the point. Back to Tessitore, left wing. Back to Darby. No, Tessitore is going to pick it up. He takes it out to the blue line. Flips over on the other side. Here's a drive, knocked down in front. Took a funny bounce. That was Mike Odessa taking the shot, and it kicks by into the corner. Controlled by, well, nobody right now. Tessitore after it in the corner now, left side of the goalie, DeRushy. Tessitore drops it back. They're going to move it right in front. Here's the shot. Score!
Lovely goal by number 8. I think it's number 8, or is it 9? Is it Keith Darby? I can't...
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's number 9, Keith Darby.
He came out of the corner. The Raiders are very conscious of shutting off number 17, Craig Darby, who plays the point. In fact, the Cadets use 2 forwards, Darby and Odessa, back on the point. And they run that power play off of Keith Darby, Craig Darby, and that time they just neglected Keith Darby, who walked right out of the corner and swung around and put a forehand right up top by goalie Bruce DeRushy.
Jake Kelly's line out there for Academy now against the Fauché line. Here's Danny McDonald, and he's going to be called for a hand pass as he flipped it ahead to Fauché. McDonald is playing the right wing with LaBarge on the other side. Oh, wait a minute here. No, LaBarge is going to play defense, I guess. Yeah, Whitcup will be the other wing.
He's going to go with 5 defensemen. Stan's going with 5 today. And the Cadets came into this game with a 33% power play advantage, and they proved it, that they've got an excellent power play.
Boy, they sure do. Jake Kelly's line out there for the Academy. Thompson on the left side, Chris Wood on the right side. LaBarge with a puck now, flips it ahead, intercepted there by Kelly as it poked away into the Massena zone. Mike Adams picking it up with a long stick. Adams with it, drops it over to LaBarge, left or right side. LaBarge starts out. Long headman pass, bounces by everybody. It's going to come right into the side of Pelikonski, the goaltender. He flips it into the corner, controlled by Academy as they move it out. Thompson, headman pass to Wood, takes it across, taken out of the play. Puck comes in behind the net. Mike Adams with it. He's ridden into the boards. Wood picks up the loose puck, trying to center it, goes to the side of the net, and the puck's still there, controlled by Academy still. And it goes into the corner. Finally, Mike Adams picking up the loose puck starting out. Backhand lifts it up into the stands. The faceoff will come in the Massena zone. 11:50 remaining to play here, period number 1. And on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, Academy leads Massena 1-0.
Coach Dave Ryder got exactly what he wanted. He felt one of the keys at tonight's ball game was getting out early, and the Cadets got out early with that big goal. They feel that if Massena came out and got ahead with their good defense and the way that they're able to play strong defensive hockey, they'd be tough to come back on.
Off the face-off, the puck comes to Schneider, flips it around the boards for Bigelow. Jeffrey starts to move it out. Headman pass, doesn't get out of the zone. Kept in there by Tessitore. Trying to drop it through. Bigelow steps in front, feeds Jake Morris. Here comes Morris. 1-on-3. Takes by the defense. Trying to center it, and Bigelow couldn't catch up with a pass. Comes around the boards for Bilsma. Bilsma poked away from him by Tommy Moore. He and Moore jam along the boards. The puck kicks out. David Tessitore. Bigelow takes it off his stick, flips it to Schneider. Schneider, headman, back to Bigelow, goes by him, but Morris trying to pick it up. Poked away, comes back to Tommy Post, and by him in behind the net. Post trying to drop pass. It goes to Morris, who flips it out to center ice, dumped back in the zone. And in behind the net is picked up by Schneider. Schneider feeds Bigelow. Bigelow, headman pass, intercepted. And here comes the shot by Darby, and the kick save made by DeRushy. Puck in the corner now. They pick it up there, trying to center it in behind the net. Tommy Post throws a check. Darby picking it up. That's Keith Darby with it. Ridden into the boards by Jake Morris. Now the other Darby, Craig, picks it up, moving along the boards. He gets by Schneider, back to the point. Here's a drive, and the score! That went right through DeRushy's legs on the shot from the point by Joe Ritmo.
Yeah, that one... just a long shot from the point. Bruce wasn't screened at all. He didn't come out. He sat back a little bit and just caught the inside of the left pad. He didn't have the pads together, didn't tighten them up, left that small opening in the number 5 hole, and he knows he should have had that one, and he feels bad, but he'll be back in there. That one Bruce should have had, but he's made a lot of big ones during the course of the year. Just caught the inside of the pad, Jerry.
Darby's line against the Tracy line. 2-0 now on the Corky scoreboard. Puck comes to Adams. Adams flips to Thompson. Headman to McCracken. McCracken and Tracy jam, trying to get it in the zone, and it kicks free again back to the point, but not out as Murphy keeps it in. Murphy flips it into the corner. Picked up, though, by Bilsma. He starts it out. Long headman pass intercepted by McCracken. McCracken, his pass intercepted by Jason Heath. He flips it into the Massena zone and gets railed. Puck sitting behind the net now. Thompson flips it around for McCracken. McCracken starts out from Massena, right wing side. His headman pass knocked down, and the puck bouncing at the blue line. Picked up there by Heath. Heath feeds it. Here's Darby with it. Darby to Darby. His shot wide, and around the boards it goes. Back to the blue line. Kept in at the point. Bouncing puck, Darby flips it and goes after it in the corner. Here's Darby center, side of the net. Puck bounces behind. That's the other Darby. Keith with it, trying to center it. Academy putting on all kinds of pressure right now. Darby gets upended. The puck comes free. Thompson from Massena picks it up. Headman goes way out to center ice. Sprinkle with it. Dump it back in the Massena zone. Now Adams lifts it high in the air. Bounces to the Academy line. McCracken gets a stick on it, but controlling the puck there is the defenseman Chuck Evans. He flips it into the zone. Thompson for Massena. Thompson to Adams. Headman to McDonald. McDonald feeds Eddie Davis. Left wing. Davis ridden into the boards. The puck comes in behind the net, and it's picked up there by Evans. Evans flips it, goes up into the stands. We'll have a face-off in Academy zone. 9:05 remaining. Period number 1 on the scoreboard. The Corky's Collision scoreboard. 2-0 Academy.
Played just about 5 seconds short of 6 minutes in this first period, and it's been all Albany Academy. They came right out right after the Raiders, and those two big lines of theirs are big, physically good skaters. They've been dominating the play in the first 6 minutes of this game.
Off the face-off, puck in behind the net. Picked up by Brandon Lynch. Lynch starts out left side, flips it down the ice. That is going to be an icing call against Academy, and that'll move the face-off right back into their zone. We're in period number 1. The consolation game went to Suffern this afternoon as the Mounties come away with a win in the tournament. Final score was 4-2, including an open net goal right at the end of the game.
That last second cadet goal, 4:23 mark, Odessa from Kelly and Thompson for the second Albany Academy goal.
Faucher's line out there. Off the draw, puck in the corner. McDonald after it. Poked out, but not out of the zone. Labarge fanned on the shot. It kicks out to center ice. McDonald comes after it. Feeds it ahead for Faucher at the red line. Circles back to his own blue line. Drops for Labarge. Here's Labarge now breaking down the right side. Takes it across. Trying to slide it through. Goes to the side of the net. And the goaltender, Tolikonski, flips it into the corner. Now it's picked up there by Lynch. He starts it out. Long, rink-wide pass. Goes to Van Amsberg. He flips it in the Massena zone right on DeRushy. DeRushy leaves it for Labarge. Labarge ridden into the boards by Kevin Ryan. And they try to move the puck along. And it's still free as they kick at it. Finally, it's picked up there by Faucher, and he starts out. Headman pass to McDonald. McDonald takes it across, has it poked away right at the Academy blue line, and coming back the other way is Van Amsberg. Van Amsberg just flips it up into the stands, and the faceoff will move outside Massena zone. 7:57 left, first period, 2-0 Albany Academy.
Coach Dave Ryder employing a fourth line in this first period, Jerry. We haven't run across that too many times this year, that the club has come with 4 lines. That was the Tallman line out there, I believe, that last shift. It was a short shift, but still they got, he's using 4 lines. We'll keep an eye on that during the course of the game.
Tessitore's line out there against the Morris line now. Off the face, the puck flipped in the Massena zone. Tommy Post back there after it. Behind his own net. Around the boards it goes for Bigelow. Bigelow trying to back pass it. Moves it. Has it poked away and taken away by Tessitore. Now Morris takes it away from him and starts out. Here's Jake trying to flip it out of the zone. Kept in at the point. Puck comes free to Tessitore. He circles into the slot. Knocked down in front by Post. Here's a quick shot on the rebound. And the puck comes in the corner. Tessitore and Thompson jam. Puck kicks free, and Thompson goes after it. Here comes Timmy Thompson trying to move it out of there, and finally flips it ahead for Bigelow. Bigelow to Moore, off his stick, and right back is Chad Sprinkle. Into the Massena zone from the red line, comes in behind the net. Tommy Post picking it up there. Around the boards, Bigelow to Morris. Morris gets railed, but Bigelow picks up the loose puck. Headman of Tommy Moore. Here comes Moore in on the off-wing side, right side. Moore gets by the D, trying to kick it ahead, but it goes into his skates. And we're going to have a hit from behind against Academy. And the Raiders will go on the power play.
Referee Arnie O'Reilly looks like he's calling number 17, Craig Darby, for hitting from behind. And young Mr. Darby's questioning the call, but that's not going to do him any good. The Raiders at this time need a lift. It's been all Albany Academy. Let's see if they take advantage of it on this power play. They're coming out with the big line of Tracy, Scotty Murphy, and Scott McCracken. Mike Adams and Brett Schneider on the point.
There's no doubt this is the best team Massena's played all year. They're big, they're mobile, and they play great positional hockey.
And looking at them last night versus tonight, they're playing a lot better than they did against Seton last night.
Oh, yeah. Off the face-off, back to the point. Adams flips it to Schneider. Schneider trying to move it through to Tracy, has it poked away and back out to center ice. Adams and Schneider at the point, so we've got the Tracy line out there. And the puck comes to McCracken in his own end, trying to flip it ahead, goes back into the zone, picked up there by Sprague, and back to the Massena line. Now Adams goes to Schneider. Schneider takes it across, dumps it in behind the net. After it is Sprague around the boards. He picks up the loose puck and backhands it out to center ice. Again, picked up by Schneider. Schneider to McCracken. McCracken trying to get it ahead to Tracy. Tracy has to come after it and has a little trouble there as he's being forechecked, but finally gets it out of the zone. Here comes Tracy across the blue line. Quick shot, knocked down. He gets railed. McCracken picks up the loose puck, has it taken away as Tracy's lost his stick, or broken. Another broken stick for Pat Tracy, and the puck back in the Massena zone. 25 seconds left in the power play. Here's Adams. Head man to Murphy. Murphy just backhands it into the Academy zone. Comes in behind the net, picked up by Sprague. Sprague dumps it down the ice. Tommy Post in the Massena end with about 10 seconds left in the power play. So no good chances on this power play for the Raiders. Here comes Jake Morris. Morris gets upended. Bigelow follows, flips it in the zone, right back out again. Thompson loses. Puck right in front of the penalty box, back into the zone. Picked up by Sprague, ahead. Now it's Fauché dumping it back inside the zone of Albany Academy. In behind the net, around the board, Steve Sprague trying to flip it ahead to Bilsma. He dumps it down, trying to hit Odessa. They wave off the icing as it missed everybody. Here's Odessa looking to center it right in front, but it's knocked down, and here comes Bigelow breaking down the other way. Busts into the zone, stops it, looks to center it, and Fauché got knocked down, still got a shot off, and the goaltender will tie it up. Tolikonski, and he holds on for the face-off.
The Cadets use when they're down a man, they forecheck aggressively. They didn't give the Raiders time to get organized. Some clubs will let sit back and try to read when they kill penalties and are kind of passive, but Albany Academy is right out forcing Massena up in their own end, and actually Massena didn't have a good power play, and attribute that to the Cadets. Number 7, Jason Heath, really laid a lick on Captain Pat Tracy, and as you mentioned about the stick, that's another $22 down
the tubes, huh?
Down the tubes. There's $44 in 2 nights.
4:53 remaining, first period. The Cadets lead it 2-0.
Good skating club, Jerry. Good size physically, and I thought maybe last night if there was a chink in the armor, maybe the defense, but they're up to this stage here with 4:53 left in the first period. They've played really well, and they've got that number 23, Steve Sprague, can really motor out there for defensemen.
Face-off will be to the left side of goaltender Tolikonski. In the Albany Academy zone, Fauché's line out there. Fauché, Whitcup, and McDonald. Off the face, a quick shot right on, and the save made. That shot coming from Jason Labarge. Puck goes in behind the net, picked up by Ritmo. Headman, doesn't get it out, now comes out. Picked up by Whitcup. Whitcup has to back with it, and he finally comes into his own zone, flips it to Mike Adams. Adams, headman to Fauché, goes off his skate, and it's dumped back in the zone, in behind the net. After it is Adams, over to Whitcup on the left wing. Whitcup gets by a check, doesn't get it out of there, though. Here's a shot knocked down in front. That was taken by Chris Wood, and Massena finally busts out of the zone. After it, McDonald. Now Fauché. Fauché just whacks at it, comes across the blue line. Now McDonald takes a poke at it. In the corner, right side. McDonald ridden in the boards. Fauché. Here's Joey with a puck in behind the net. Circling, backhand, save made. Rebound comes back out to him. He flips it to the point, and Adams tries to keep it in. He can't. Here comes Wood breaking down the right side. He's upended, and the puck comes to Labarge. Labarge, headman intercepted. Hard check thrown by Whitcup. Now McDonald's in there whacking at it. And finally, it's backhanded out to center ice. Labarge knocks it down. Tracy picks it up, but they're going to blow it for a hand pass. And the faceoff will come just on the Albany side of center ice. First spark of life we've seen from Massena.
First flurry, and they really didn't get a shot on goal. They slid one across the crease, but got the crowd into the game. Both teams laying on the body out there in the early stages of this game, and neither one taking a step backward.
Off the face-off, Tracy with a puck. Steps across the red line, shoots it, goes in the corner, just wide. Bouncing pass back out to center ice. Tracy again for Massena. Darby's line out for Academy. Darby with a puck in the zone. They have to wait to get on sides. Massena flips Schneider. Schneider gets it out to center ice, intercepted by Heath. Heath at the red line. Now he dumps it back in the Massena zone. Thompson after it. Flips it into the corner. Darby. High post to Heath. Heath with it. Now it's Thompson flipping in behind the net off Heath's stick. Schneider around the boards for Murphy. Murphy leaves the puck. Controlled there by Darby. That's Craig Darby. Puck comes free. Here's Heath in front. The Darby in behind the net. And getting in front of it is McCracken. He breaks out of there with a puck. Here's McCracken, right wing, trying to feed Tracy. Intercepted. Darby spins it the other way. Into the zone it comes. Darby loses. Poke checked away. Back the other way comes Tracy, and a nice pass from McCracken. The shot from center ice knocked down by the defenseman, Brandon Lynch, and he flips it back out to Craig Darby. Darby breaking in on Adams. Adams takes him out of the play. Puck goes into the corner. Keith Darby after it. He's taken out of the play by Post. Murphy takes a whack at it. Here's a quick shot down in front. Blocked by a defenseman, and Bigelow picks it up. He's got Morris with him. Here comes Bigelow. Drop pass to Morris, and he couldn't get out of the zone in time. Offsides will be the call.
Big number 17, Craig Darby, took a lick from Mike Adams that time, and he came back a little slow. I don't know if he's winded or if he's hurt a little bit, but he's instrumental in their attack. He's got one of the hardest shots I've seen all year. But again, with 2:22 left in this first period, the Albany Academy cadets have been all over the Raiders.
Off the face-off, puck controlled by Academy. Tessitore takes it in the zone. Poke checked away. Puck comes back into the corner. Oh, Tommy Moore got a lick right there. Backhander knocked down in front. They jam at it. Controlled by Tessitore again for Academy. Tessitore jams and Adams. The puck comes free in the slot, bouncing into the corner at the blue line. And Tommy Post is going to pick it up back in the corner left side. He flips it around for Bigelow, and Jeff starts out. Bigelow's headman on Morris' stick bounces over into the zone. Tommy Moore after it throws a check, but the puck kicks back outside again. Here comes Academy back the other way. Bilsma breaks in, trying to get the backhander off. He flips it right in front of the net. Nobody there, and Massena's going to ice it as Tommy Moore flips it down the ice. And icing will be the call. Face-off will move back in Raider territory. We're down to 1:33 left in the first period. And on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, it's 2-0 for Academy.
I'll tell you, the cadets have got the legs this first period. They are a bunch of sprinters. I don't know if they're here for the long haul. We'll see if they can maintain this pace throughout the three periods. But they're really flying out there. They're not giving the Raiders a chance to breathe offensively or defensively.
When you take a look at their record at 20-1, you got to figure they're here for the long haul. They've got a great hockey team, no doubt about that.
You know, that record 20-1. Sometimes you question they come out of the Section 2, and even Coach Ryder said they don't have a lot of competition down there. So you know sometimes you have to wonder, but they're legitimate. There's no question.
Here's a shot and a save high by DeRushy. Puck back to the blue line, out to center ice. Timmy Thompson with it. Here's Thompson taking it in the zone. Steps by the defense, gets hauled down. And, whoa, they let that one go by. Puck along the dasher board, back to the point. Schneider flips it right on the save made, and it's in behind the net for defenseman Chuck Evans. Evans flips it along and moves it ahead to Matt Tallman. Tallman breaks down the right side. Tallman across the blue line, trying to dump it in behind the net. Schneider picks it up there. He gets taken out of the play. Tallman trying to follow it in. Or I should say Ryan. Ryan in behind with Thompson. They jam. Puck goes to the side of the net. Thompson kicks at it. He and Ryan. Now Thompson finally gets the handle. Flips it up to McDonald. He takes it out to Fauché. Fauché's headman is blocked and dumped back to the Massena line. Tim Thompson throws a check. Fauché picks up the loose puck. Headman pass. That's going to... No, they wave the icing off with 30 seconds left in the period. 2-0. Academy leading here as they move it back out again. Flipping it to the Massena line. Right there, Labarge. Labarge over to Adams. Adams circling, now starts out right side, flips it, gets it out to center ice. Pat Tracy can't control it, back across the blue line. Here's Darby. Darby trying to get the shot off. It goes in the corner. DeRushy, big stick on it, flips it. Now Darby again, but Labarge is there to take it. Here's Darby and LaBarge as the period ends. So tough period for the Massena Red Raiders, but
Puck.
Off the face-off. The puck controlled. It goes to defenseman Brandon Lynch. He flips into the Massena zone. Thompson, a little problem, but he finds the handle, flips it ahead. Schneider to Murphy. Murphy backhands it out. Picked up there by Sprague. Sprague trying to get it back and does in the Massena zone, and it bounced up. And the whistle blows, a stoppage of play, and I'm not exactly sure why.
Got to counteract that good forechecking, Jerry. The Raiders, again, will have to move that puck in a hurry. That's one way to counteract it. Move it in a hurry.
Tracy will face against Darby, just outside the Massena zone. 2-0 if you just joined us. Albany Academy, a couple of early goals in the first period, and they lead it. Consolation went to Suffern over Seton Catholic 4-2, including an open netter. Puck still in the Massena zone. Here's a chance, and actually Massena got the shot on as it was on Darby's stick, and Thompson took it off his stick and slipped on, and DeRushy covers it up for the faceoff.
But again, that aggressive forechecking comes into play. Number 9, Keith Darby, just like a cat on a mouse. He was on those on the Raider defense.
So the faceoff back in the Massena territory again. Darby against Tracy. Left side of Bruce DeRushy. DeRushy now is getting set. And Arnie O'Reilly, the official, gets ready to drop the puck. Bouncing puck. Sits in the circle. They jam for it. It comes free to Murphy. He slides it ahead to center ice. Intercepted there by Lynch. Poke checked away. Here comes McCracken. Breaks in left wing side. It gets by him. In behind the net. McCracken to Murphy. Right in front. Murphy can't get that shot off. Back to the point. Thompson, he can't keep it in. Thompson now flipping it ahead in the zone. We got a delay offsides, and they're going to call, a penalty. An interference call is going to go against Albany Academy. And Massena will get another power play opportunity here early in the second period, as picking up the penalty will be Jason Heath.
Interference call. The Raider, big break for the Raiders. They just missed a golden opportunity twice. Puck just rolling off of Scotty McCracken's stick as he was breaking in on the right side. And then a follow-up play. Pat Tracy threw it out in the slot. And Scott Murphy was all alone, and he couldn't control the puck out in front.
On the power play, Jake Morris coming out with Joey Fauché on the left side. Jeff Bigelow on the right side. Adams and Thompson will be at the points. And let's see here, Keith Darby is out there along with Craig Darby to try to kill it off. Brandon Lynch and the other defenseman, well, it's going to be another forward actually, Chad Bilsma. So 3 forwards and a defenseman to try to kill the penalty for Academy. Face off left side, off the draw, back to Thompson at the point. Thompson flips in the corner for Jeff Bigelow. Bigelow goes to Morris, poked away, and it's controlled by Academy. Here comes their big guy, Craig Darby, with a puck. Takes it across. He centers it right in front. Nice save by DeRushy. Got a stick on it, and Academy really didn't get a shot off. Back the other way comes Thompson. Thompson takes it across in the slot, gets upended. Puck comes to Jake Moore. Shot, score!
We'll just let that roar speak for itself out there. This place is rocking. The Cadets made a big mistake that time. 3 of them converged on Timmy Thompson, both defensemen and the back checker, and they took Thompson out of the play, but the puck skirted free to the right side, and Jake Morris was off at about 20 feet. He just picked up the loose puck and rifled one up over the shoulder of Mitch Tolenkoski. Raiders are right back into the ball game.
So Jake Morris able to pull the trigger on the power play, and the Raiders make it 2-1 Albany Academy on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Okay, here comes Academy's Odessa. The drive, and it's gloved. That was off net, but DeRushy is going to hold on for the faceoff. That was headed in behind the net. May have even gotten out of the rink. But DeRushy grabs it with a big glove and holds on for the faceoff.
Game of inches. The Cadets just missed one at the other end on shorthanded, and the Raiders came right back. A big power play goal at the 1:08 mark. Jake Morris from Timmy Thompson and Jeff Bigelow.
Off the faceoff post. Flips it ahead for Bigelow. Breaking in right wing side. Busting by the defense into the corner. Stops. Centers it, and it's intercepted. And coming back for it is Tessitore. Tessitore starts out on the right wing. Sliding it out to center ice. Moore takes it away. Trying to feed it ahead. Tessitore. He loses it. Moore from Bigelow. Moore backhands it to the line. Picked up there. Bounces high in the air. Couple of collisions with a stick. And it comes to Post. Post flips it in the corner as Massena's going to make a line change here. They get the Fauché line out there. Or part of them. Fauché looking for the loose puck in the corner. It's cleared out to center ice. Mike Adams there, waits for the Massena to clear the zone, dumps it right back into the corner. After it, McDonald, poked by him. Picking it up there is Mike Odessa out to center ice. Here comes Bilsma. Bilsma flips to Tessitore. His shot right in front of the shot. Big save by DeRushy. Whoa! Bruce DeRushy comes up big, and Massena breaks back the other way. Here's McDonald. Flips it into the corner off the goaltender. After it there is Whitcup. He can't control it. Puck goes around the boards and not quite out. Kept in by Schneider. Bouncing puck goes by him out to center ice. Thompson's drive and a glove save, but it would not have been a save as Whitcup got caught across the line anyway. Would have been an offsides, and that's what the call is.
I'll tell you, the Cadets have executed the 2-on-1 perfectly on 2 occasions. The first time broke right in, and Bruce DeRushy poke-checked it away. The second time, he made an outstanding save, but beautiful play both offensively and defensively.
We've got Jake Kelly's line coming out now. Kelly will be centering Rob Thompson and Chris Wood. The Tracy line back out from Massena. Off the faceoff, Murphy gets upended, slides the puck along the boards. It's poked away and goes back in the Massena zone. Schneider in the corner after it, but they're going to call an icing, I guess. Yep. Again, the official rule that it looked like Massena might have been able to play that, but they call the icing, and the faceoff moves back inside Academy territory.
Again, that goal at the 1:08 mark, a power play goal. Jake Morris from Jeff Bigelow and Timmy Thompson.
Okay, Tracy out there now to face it off against Kelly. Right side, a goaltender, Tolokonski off the draw. Comes to Murphy, high slot, quick wrist shot, goes in behind the net. Puck comes to the defenseman, Sprague. McCracken's on him, trying to come away with a puck. He and Sprague still jam for it. McCracken gets railed. The puck still moving along the boards. McCracken right in there throwing his weight around. Tracy's helping out, and the puck still in a maze of players. And it's kicked free. It comes to Tracy. Back to the point. Thompson winds the shot. Fired it wide. Around the boards it comes. And Academy breaks it out of there. Flips into the Massena zone. That'll be an icing as well. No, they wave it off. I thought that one would have been an icing. Puck comes free. Thompson ridden into the boards. Coming in is Chris Wood. Throws a check. Gets the puck. Wood in behind the net. He gets upended. The puck underneath. Tracy now comes to Thompson. Loses it to Darby. Backhander kick. Save made by goaltender DeRushy. Puck in the corner. Wood goes back to the point. Gets it. Return pass. Poked away from him. Here's Thompson. We got a whistle. And we got a high stick call.
It's going to call Scotty McCracken for a high stick. I tell you, that goal put the Raiders right back in. It brought this crowd back into the game. This place is really rocking out there, and we'll see if this penalty will swing the momentum in Albany Academy's favor. There's no question it was a high stick. Scotty got the stick up high, and referee Arnie O'Reilly was right in front of him.
On the power play, Tessitore will be centering Keith Darby and Chad Bilsma, and dropping back is Craig Darby to play the point. Off the faceoff, also back on the point is Mike Odessa. The puck bounces out to center ice. Massena out to kill the penalty. We've got Morris and Bigelow. Here's the shot. Adams jumps in front of it and blocks it. Bigelow after it in the corner, trying to flip it back to Adams. Bounces by him. Side of the net, short side shot. Puck still free. In behind, a couple of saves there. Picked up again in front. Here's another shot, another save. The rebound. Kicks back to the point off Bigelow. Darby picks it up there. Flips it. Into the corner it goes. Bouncing puck comes free. Side of the net, sharp side shot, save made, and DeRushy covers it up on David Tessitore.
I'll tell you, Bruce DeRushy might have misplayed one in that first period, but he has really been tough. He's stymied the Cadets here 4 or 5 occasions in this second period. He's really pumped up. You mentioned about Odessa and Darby back there. Yeah, they use 5 forwards on the power play, and also Keith Darby. They got him up front. They use him back on the point killing. He must be a converted defenseman.
Off the faceoff. Puck controlled right in front of the net. They jam at it, and it goes right into the crease. There's a shot, score on the backhand. Academy goes ahead 3-1. Massena just couldn't clear it out. And let's see if I can figure out who got that goal.
I don't pick up the number to say. It might have been number 10.
Bilsma.
Is it Bilsma, number 18?
I think so. He got it on the backhand.
Either Bilsma or Tessitore. The Raiders had a chance to clear it. It got lost, hung up on the skates, and it just floated around in front, and it was too far out for Bruce DeRushy to come out and grab, and the Albany Academy forward just slid it right along the ice and just caught the corner.
So another power play goal for Academy, and they've got their 2-goal lead again, 3-1. Faucher's line out against the Tallman line. Off the faceoff, back into Academy territory. Sprague flips it to the blue line, and it goes up into the stand, so we'll face it off again.
We talked about that 33%, and you can't give a club that is operating on a 33% power play. You can't give them too many opportunities, and they've had 2 here, and they've capitalized on both. And that is a big one because the momentum had shifted in Massena's favor, and it's right back to the Cadets' favor now.
Okay, Faucher out there to take the face-off against Tallman. Off the draw, right back to post at the point. He winds up, his shot knocked down. Faucher can't find it. Now he does. Takes it into the corner. Joey, centering pass for Ed Davis. Bounces right in front. Picked up, and it's fired behind by McDonald. Now Faucher digging in the corner after it again. Faucher trying to go back to the point. Thompson tries to keep it in. He can't. Out to center ice. Along the boards, it's Van Armsberg. He flips into the Massena zone. Thompson is there to pick it up. Timmy now looks, finds Tommy Post. Post has it poked away, the giveaway, but Faucher comes back and takes it away in return. Long right wing pass, McDonald feeding Davis. He lets it go in behind him now, flips it into the corner and chases it down. But back there is Brandon Lynch to feed it around the boards. Lynch trying to center it. Puck kicks free in front. McDonald takes a whack, but Lynch is there, flips it ahead. Down the ice, Tallman shot from center ice. Glove saved by DeRushy, and he's going to leave it side of the net. They blow the whistle, though, and they're going to call a face-off. He held on to it too long, apparently.
Well, that one was kind of, and Bruce is upset, and I don't blame him. That was kind of a quick whistle. He started to put it down. He held it momentarily to make sure he and his defenseman were operating in the right wavelength. And the official, I'm not sure if it was Arnie O'Reilly or Wayne Hummel, blew that one in a hurry. We've seen one last night that they didn't blow for about 10 seconds. So officially on that goal, it's number 18, Chad Bilsma, Captain Chad Bilsma, picking up the power play goal. And assist going to number 9, Keith Darby.
Off the face-off, Morris out there. Here's a quick shot by Tessitore. Knocked down, goes into the corner, went off a leg. Now after it is the winger Odessa. He's taken out of the play. Thompson picks up the loose puck. Thompson with it now in his own end. Ahead to Morris. Jake feeds it out. Down the ice it goes. And racing for it is Bigelow. Does he catch up to it? He does. Trying to center it. In behind, it bounces to Morris in the corner, left side. Back to the point, Thompson. Thompson tried to pass, and he gives it away. Here comes Tessitore with a clean breakaway. Tessitore busts in. The shot, he scores.
Lovely, lovely goal by number 10, Dave Tessitore. He picked up the puck just outside his blue line. The Raider defenseman had to go off his stick. He picked it up and had clear sailing. He looked up. He was looking all the way. He saw that goaltender, Bruce DeRushy, was really way out to cut the angle, and he was slow retreating, and you knew that Tessitore was going to put the deke on because Bruce DeRushy was out high, and he gave him a little backhand, forehand, backhand, and it was kitty bar the door. It was just slid it into the empty net. Lovely goal, but he was looking all the way, and this is what you like to see a forward do.
Okay, off the face-off. Massena now trails 4-1 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Puck back in the Raiders zone. In behind the net. After it is Craig Darby. Darby ridden into the boards by Tracy. Puck kicks free. Darby picks it up. Quick shot. And the save goes high over the net. In behind, Tracy. Tracy trying to muscle it in the corner. Has it kicked away from him by Heath. And finally Murphy picks up the loose puck. He and Darby. And Murphy backhands it out to center ice. And Darby goes down. Puck bouncing free. Back to the Massena line. Hard check thrown there, comes to Heath. Tracy's pass intercepted. Here's Darby into the zone. Darby making a move, flips it to Heath. His shot blocked by Adams. And, oh, boy, he's hurt.
He took a shot right into the ribs. He went down to block the shot, and Jason Heath delayed a little bit, and Mike Adams' body swung around, and he took a hard slap shot right in the ribs, and I know that hurt. I could feel it up here, and he's in a lot of pain. It probably took in the section that there's not much protection. It was a hard shot. He wasn't. Looks like there's going to be some penalties after. Probably a
little bit of a mix-up after.
It was a mix-up after, and I was keen on Mike Adams, and I know that hurt. As I say, you could feel it up here. It was a hard shot. He wasn't close enough to smother the shot. It had time to get some momentum. Arnie O'Reilly's called a penalty on someone. I think he's called, number 17, Craig Darby is going to the box.
Adams is up, and he looks like he's okay. He's a little sore, though. Ouch.
That's, and he'll be a lot sore later on. I hope they get some ice on that right away, but he's a tough kid, but I'll tell you, toughest guy in the world, that would hurt. Rambo would bother him on that shot.
I guess so.
That penalty that the Raiders picked up really backfired. They had the momentum going, had Albany Academy reeling a little bit on their heels, cut the lead to 2-1, and then picked up that penalty, and the Cadets right back with a power play goal.
But Massena on the power play now. Thompson, head man to McCracken. He backhands it in the Academy zone, comes in behind the net. After it is Sprague. Sprague ridden into the boards by Murphy. The puck kicks free, back to the point. Schneider winds the shot right on the save. The rebound kicks to the left side. And after it is Thompson flipping it through, but it's dumped out by Academy. Good chance for Massena. Busting down the ice is Bilsma. He and Tracy comes away with the puck. Starts back, falls down, and comes back up after it. Bilsma rides him into the boards. Murphy feeds it ahead for McCracken. McCracken flips it around the boards in the corner. Lynch is there. Here's Lynch with it. Headmans does get out. And out to center ice. Here comes Tessitore trying to get by, but Schneider takes him out of the play nicely. Take the man, not the puck. Morris breaks free, and coming back is Brandon Lynch. Here's the return shot, and Murphy fanned on it, and the puck goes in the corner. Now Tessitore breaking out again. He's had a great game already for Academy. He takes it in the Massena zone. Here's the shot deflected high into the corner. Off a stick. Schneider picking it up. Massena still on the power play for 20 seconds. Mike Adams is back out there. That's good news for Massena. Here's Schneider. Schneider dumps it in the zone. Comes in behind the net. Bigelow races for it. Lynch gets there first. Flips it. Comes back to Adams at the point. Adams trying to slide it back in the corner for Bigelow. Bigelow to Morris, and it goes off a skate in the corner. Now Morris after it. Backhands it around the boards for Fauché. Penalty is up. And the puck comes back to Morris. He can't quite control it. Back to the blue line, out to center ice. Adams gets a whack at it there. Now the bouncing puck comes free to Fauché. He just dumps it as Massena wants a change. 4-1 on the Peach Jeweler scoreboard. Albany Academy in the lead here. Puck in the corner. And it goes underneath Bigelow as he gets knocked down. Bouncing puck picked up. And finally it's kicked free. Back to the point. LaBarge. Here comes Heath with it. Heath takes the drive from the point, and the bouncing puck goes free to Darby. Darby poked away from him, and it comes out to center ice. Bigelow picks it up. Nice forechecking by Joey Fauché. Here's Bigelow. He gets railed again, and Darby picks up the loose puck. Crowd calling for a penalty.
He's going to, number 17, Greg Darby, is going to get a slashing call. He gave the Jeff Bigelow a two-hander, and there's no question. He dodged the bullet. He missed one down in the corner. The official let him. He also gave a left to hook to Jeff Bigelow's head and dropped him, and the official did not call that one. Arnie O'Reilly right on it, but Wayne Umel got him for this one. He gave him a two-hander, and he's a fine hockey player. He doesn't have to do that. When he's just somebody with his talent, his capabilities. He's wrong when he does something like that. He's got a burr under his saddle. I don't know.
They're going to give McCracken one apparently too.
We'll see what they punch up here, but I'm sure Coach Dave Ryder is going to be upset. He's an outstanding hockey player. He's got all the tools, but he's not using his head right there. That's a foolish penalty in the way he went about it. Maybe he's going to pick up an intent to injure. I'm not sure. They haven't plugged anything up on the clock yet.
6:13 left in the second period. Albany Academy leads Massena 4-1 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard.
It's going to give him a double minor, I believe.
Yep, that's what it is, a double minor against Darby. That's Craig Darby. And Scotty McCracken, I would guess, will get a single minor.
He was jousting with Jeff Bigelow in the corner. They were scrapping for the puck, and as we mentioned, Craig Darby's quite a big fellow. He's about 6'1", 6'2", and he just... Jeff Bigelow's one of the toughest customers on the Massena team, but he just dropped him right on the seat of his pants, and the play came down to the Massena end, then back up, and he was back checking, and he hauled off and gave Jeff a two-hander. The Raiders going on a power play. They'll have...
well, not yet.
Oh, no. No, they've got Scotty McCracken.
They will have a power play in a minute and a half when McCracken comes back.
Right.
So Darby getting a double minor. Slash and roughing the call against Darby. I would imagine McCracken will get a roughing call.
Again, penalties are penalties, and there's no question. But he's a fine hockey player, and he shouldn't be doing that. He just took a two-hander right to him. You can't take your frustrations out that way, and it's a hard-nosed game. You give and you take, but you don't do it with taking a taking a two-hander across somebody's legs or back of their legs.
Okay, face-off, 4-on-4 hockey in Albany Academy zone. Off the draw, comes back to Brandon Lynch. Lynch flipping it around the boards. Adams throws a check. The puck slides out to center ice. Jason Heath, the recipient of that. It comes to Heath, though. He picks up the errant pass from Jason Labarge. Puck to Labarge at the Massena blue line. Kind of steps back, backs it to Murphy. Murphy turns it around, starts back the other way. Headman goes to Tracy. Tracy takes it, trying to center it. Adams was busting in, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Now Tracy's weak shot from the point. Puck goes into the corner. Now Murphy trying to throw a check, but it's out to center ice. Picked up there by Keith Darby. Darby gets the return pass. The shot just wide of the net. Good opportunity again for Academy. Here's Darby, poked away from him by Adams. Puck into the corner. Adams throws a check, takes Darby out of the play, and Pat Tracy picks up the loose puck. Headman pass, Jason Labarge. He breaks down 1-on-2. Here's Labarge trying to get by. He's taken out of the play. Nice play by Brandon Lynch, the defenseman. Took the man, not the puck. Puck comes back to the blue line. Adams is there to back it. Taken by David Tessitore. Tessitore breaks across the slot, the shot, and DeRushy makes the save and falls on it. Now a little bit of mix-up in front, and DeRushy gets upset as he got sticked after the whistle, I think.
Yes, it was after the whistle, I think. I'm not sure if it was Tessitore. No, it was Darby, Keith Darby, Craig Darby's brother, a couple of festy hockey players. But we'll see. We know that the cadets can skate and shoot and pass. We'll see how well-disciplined they are. They've got a 4-1 lead, and we'll see if they start to, the Raiders will come out hitting a little bit. This is going to tell if they're a disciplined club, you can't fall apart, take stupid penalties. Coach Ryder's not too happy with something, and I think he's yelling at referee Wayne Humel.
And now Humel comes over to talk with Stan Moore.
But there was no question, well after the whistle, that Darby went piling into Bruce DeRushy. And again, I'm not making amends for the Raiders, but
4-1 the score. Academy leads it. We're in the second period with 4:59.
Fast-paced game, hard-hitting game. A lot of excitement. The Albany Academy, as we said, we can see why they're rated #1. They've got a fine hockey club. The last few minutes, both teams, it's deteriorated a little bit here.
They called a penalty on DeRushy on that.
Okay. Did they didn't give one to Darby. Maybe they're going to maintain that he was pushed into the net by the Massena defense. I didn't see it that way, but as we said, that's why they get the $50. They wear the striped shirt, they take the taunts, and they make the calls.
Okay, that'll put the power play situation as Massena clears it, Tim Thompson. So power play for 10 more seconds, then we'll be even Steven again at 4-on-4. So that'll nullify what would have been a Massena power play. Okay, down the ice it comes. Here's Tessitore again. Breaks across the line. He's upended. Following it up. Here's an opportunity right in front. Here's the shot. High over the net taken by Bilsma. Puck in the corner. Tessitore after it. Bilsma in there as well. McCracken, he throws his weight around, and the puck kicks free to Schneider. He breaks out. Now we're skating 4-on-4 again. Schneider, headman pass to Morris. Just by him, and it comes back into the zone, and it's flipped out to center ice once again. Here comes a 2-on-1. Breaking in is Bilsma. Bilsma shot in behind the net. I think DeRushy got a piece of it. Bilsma elected not to pass that time, and DeRushy made the save. Bilsma still jamming for it. He's got it in the corner. Back to the point it goes to Sprague. Sprague intercepted, and it's down the ice by Jake Morris, and it goes right on, so no icing. Now here's Bilsma, poke checked away by Bigelow. Jeff breaks by, has it upended, and the puck taken away again by Bilsma. Flips it to the Massena line, and Massena's going to be called for a high stick, controlling the puck with a high stick, and that'll move the face-off at center ice area.
A well-skilled, well-coached team. There's no question they know all the fundamentals. They can skate, they can shoot, they execute that 2-on-1, that 2-on-2 as good as any club that we've seen this year, Jerry. Very impressive. And again, they're tenacious. They're right on top of the Raider defense. They're forcing them into turnovers. And this is what good forechecking does.
Off the face-off. Puck controlled by Brandon Lynch again. He flips it in behind the Massena net. Mike Adams is there, dumping it for Tommy Post. Post starts out. Long headman pass. Goes off Jason Heath. Heath starts back the other way. And it comes out to center ice again. Now Massena's got a mini power play for about 15 seconds. Here's McCracken. McCracken's headman pass goes to Adams. Adams flips it ahead for Murphy, way ahead of the play. Offsides will be called. 8 seconds left in the penalty to Craig Darby, the second of his double minor. 3:20 left in the second period. And on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard, it's 4-1 Albany Academy.
The Raiders have got to get a goal here. Hopefully, before the end of this period, only be down by 2 before they start that third period. Because if they enter that third period down by 3, it's really an uphill fight. And a goal would give them that momentum that they need. One of the Raiders going to the locker room.
See if we can pick up who that is.
Tommy Post. Yeah, Tommy's
hurt his wrist apparently. So he's being helped off the ice.
It's a wrist. Sandy's indicating he hurt his wrist. Must have been that check right down in front of us down here that well, those 2 goals have not only increased the Cadets lead, but again taken this crowd out of the game.
Off the faceoff, Fauché out on the power play, flips it in behind the net, picked up by Ritmo, the defenseman, trying to get it out, knocked down by Morris, goes back to the point. Jason LaBarge back to Morris, but his pass is intercepted. Penalty is up. We're back to 5-on-5. Puck kicks back to LaBarge. His shot hits the side of the net. Oh, the rebound came right in front, but nobody there to bang it home. And back the other way comes Jason Heath. Heath looking for Darby right in front, and he couldn't get the shot off. Now it's picked up by Jeff Bigelow. Bigelow, headman of Fauché, goes through his legs, back out to center ice, dumped right back in the Massena zone. 4-1 Academy on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. 2:40 left to play. Jason Heath with it. Back to the point. Here's a shot. It comes right front to Darby. Tries to feed Keith Darby, and he missed the puck, actually. Here comes Jeff Bigelow busting down the right wing. Takes it to the middle. Waiting for somebody to help him out. Trying to center it. Nobody there. And it comes on the stick of Craig Darby. His headman pass. Breaks free to Heath. Heath over skates. And Darby has to come back for it. Craig Darby. Here's Darby with it. In the zone. Schneider breaks it up. Now Darby's shot goes high over the net along the dasher board and out to center ice. Dumped right back in the zone by Academy. Puck in behind the net. Schneider. Schneider flips it around for Murphy. Murphy. Headman pass to McCracken. Intercepted there by Ritmo. Back in the Massena zone. In behind the net. Comes free in behind. Picked up by Ryan. Ryan loses to LaBarge. They jam. McCracken comes in to help out. Puck still along the boards. They try to kick it free, and finally it comes free to LaBarge. Ahead to Tracy. Tracy rides it out of the zone. Intercepted again by Brandon Lynch, and he flips it right back in the Massena zone. In behind the net, Schneider. Around the boards, we got a penalty on Massena. No, I guess it's on, it's on Albany Academy.
4th unit out there. When Coach Dave Ryder sends that 4th unit out, they change their forechecking pattern. They only send, that's basically a checking line. They send one man in and hold the wings. And as we said before, basically it's to give those first 3 units a breather.
Kevin Ryan getting the gate for interference. And Massena will have power play and desperately need a goal here at the end of the period.
They need one, and they're coming out with Jeff Bigelow, Jake Morris, and Joey Fauché, Timmy Thompson, and Mike Adams on the point. The Raiders do need a goal at this stage. There's no question.
Off the draw, puck controlled, and dumped in the zone by Lynch. Comes to Thompson. Thompson flips to Adams. Mike starts out from Massena. Headman pass goes by everybody. Lynch picks it up, flips to the Massena line. Now Thompson feeds it in the zone. Dumped right back down the ice. Comes to Adams. Adams to Thompson. Thompson's pass intercepted, but they couldn't control. Adams follows up, dumps it in. It's gloved by goalie Talakonski. He leaves it in behind the net for Sprague. Sprague now, and Fauché jam in the corner. Puck kicks free to Bilsma. Doesn't get it out, though. Yeah, it does bounce out as Adams made a valiant attempt to keep it in. Now we're going to have an offsides on Massena as it's back in the zone. But Jeff Bigelow ahead of the play on the right side, and the faceoff will move back out with 49 seconds left in the second period. 4-1, Albany Academy on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard.
We said the Academy, they come right at you when they're down a man. They force you. They don't give you any breathing room up in your defensive zone, and it's paid dividends for them. The Raiders' power play has not looked good.
Off the faceoff, puck back Thompson flips it in the zone, delay offsides, but they clear the zone. Tessitore with it. Tessitore takes it across, drop pass. Here's Craig Darby. Can't get the shot off, goes in behind the net. Darby still controls it. Darby still ragging the puck in the corner. Thompson, it goes to Tessitore, backhander, save made, and the puck comes free, and back down the ice comes Bigelow. His pass knocked down, goes back into the corner. After it is Lynch, and we got another penalty, this time on Massena. And the puck touched by the Raiders, and who's going to go to the box?
Jeff Bigelow. He and number 17, the Jeff Bigelow and number 17, Craig Darby, have something going, and Craig Darby nailed him right here in front of us, right in front of the penalty bench down here, and Jeff thought he had the elbow up a little bit and retaliated with giving him a little bit of lumber. There's no question it was a slashing call.
So that'll nullify the power play.
But those two have had, Jeff was the player that Darby slashed a little, early on in the period. So those two have got a little something going.
Tracy will take the face-off against Keith Darby. Off the draw, it comes back to Sprague. Sprague dropping to his partner, gets it back again on defense for Academy. Flipping it down into the Massena zone. Goes in behind the net with 3 seconds left. Labarge trying to flip it in the corner as the buzzer sounds. So 2 more goals from Academy to 1 by Massena. Puck him in the Massena zone. Fed ahead by Thompson. Here comes Tracy in. The drive, and it goes high and wide and into the corner. Odessa back to pick it up. McCracken trying to forecheck him. And the penalty to the Cadets is up. They go on the power play, and they move it down the ice. Here comes Keith Darby busting in on the left side. Taken out of the play nicely by Schneider. He breaks it up, comes back to the point. Odessa winds the drive, goes off McCracken's leg in the corner. Thompson whacks at it, gets it down the ice and in behind. 40 seconds remaining in the power play, as coming back to pick it up is Craig Darby. Darby stops and starts. Here's Darby now. Out to center ice, building up ahead of steam, across the red line, across the blue line, into the corner. And he centers it right across the goal mouth. Nobody there. Back to the point. Odessa keeps it in. Feeds it in the corner for Darby. Darby back to the blue line now. Looking to go by. Flipping it on the side of the net. Right across in front. And DeRushy grabs it. And, DeRushy's going to get another penalty.
Yeah, he deserved that one. Wayne Humel's got him, and he's going to go to the bench, and he's going to talk to Coach Stan Moore about that one, I believe. He might give him more than a minor.
He just whacked, let's see here, that's Chad Bilsma with his stick.
Yeah, after the play, Chad Bilsma was skating across the crease. He was actually forced in there by a Raider defenseman. The play was over, and Bruce lost his composure and gave him a backhander with
the slashing call.
Slashing.
All right.
He's only going to call it and give him a minute and a half, but the Raiders don't need that at this stage. They're down by 3, and they can't afford to be, with one man in the box, they can't afford to be taking foolish penalties, and that one comes under the category of a foolish penalty.
So they're going to have a 2-man disadvantage for 15 seconds. How important is this face-off?
Boy.
Off the draw, puck sits in the circle, comes behind Thompson, picked up by Odessa. Odessa now at the 45, skates in front, the shot across the goal mouth, and it comes around the boards to Tessitore. Tessitore's big drive, the save made, DeRushy holds on. 2 seconds left in the first penalty, and 1:17 in the penalty to goaltender Bruce DeRushy.
I'd be surprised if they don't try to isolate number 17 and let him take a whack at it, because he's really got a boomer.
Okay, Massena makes a change now. Adams comes out to replace Thompson. Schneider is out there, and also Jake Morris. Off the faceoff, puck goes in the corner, and a broken stick. Massena catches a break. They get a man back. Okay, now the puck back to the point. Here's the drive. DeRushy the save. Rebound picked up by Adams, trying to clear the zone. Tessitore, but he can't handle it. Puck goes in the corner. Schneider trying to tomahawk it out of there. Comes to Bigelow, back to the point. Odessa keeps it in, but it's poked right back out again. Here's Bigelow picking up the loose puck, and it's taken away from him by Craig Darby. Bigelow ends up in a heap. Darby busts back the other way. 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Darby takes it by in behind the net. Here's Darby circling back to the point. Here's the drive, and I think DeRushy got a piece of it. Puck comes back to Odessa. Bigelow whacks at him, throws a check. The puck comes free. Picked up there. Bilsma, his shot right across the goal mouth. Picked up by Tessitore. Back to the point to big Craig Darby, trying to center it, and Bilsma just missed it. He had a wide open net to shoot at. Puck bounces out to center ice. Here's Bigelow. Bigelow gets knocked off the puck. It comes free and is picked up by Tessitore. And Bigelow just got railed from behind. And the puck comes underneath Tessitore and across the blue line. That should be an offside, I would think. And there's the call.
Again, it's getting a little testy right now. Both teams question the official's call, but I don't think there was a penalty on the other side. Jeff Bigelow did get hit. He was a little tired. He got nailed twice, but both of them looked like they were pretty clean checks, Jerry. Attendance for this afternoon's hockey game, better crowd than last night. This is paid 948. That's a great crowd.
There'll be over 1,000 here. Puck down the ice. It gets across in front just before the penalty is elapsed. So Massena kills it off, and it remains 4-1 for Albany Academy on the Bob Post scoreboard. Now Tracy steps in front, gets the return pass shot, and he fired it wide in behind the net. Good opportunity there for Massena. Now Murphy leaves it behind for McCracken, poked away by Brandon Lynch. Puck bouncing to the blue line and out to center ice. Racing for it is Thompson. He is upended by Murphy, and there's going to be a penalty. They're going to call Murphy for a penalty, and he gets a misconduct.
Too. Yeah, you can see that one coming. He lost his cool. He's been yapping on the last call. He felt that the officials should have given Albany a penalty, and there wasn't one coming in there. There was no question that was a penalty, and he kept yapping, and Arnie O'Reilly took as much as he could, and he gave him a misconduct.
And a minor.
And a minor to go with it.
So it's going to have to be served by, I think, is that McDonald coming over to serve it?
Tommy Moore.
Tommy Moore.
Raiders breaking down in discipline a little bit right now.
4-1, the score remains, and Academy goes back with a power play off the face-off out to center ice as Odessa unable to keep it in. Odessa playing the point along with Craig Darby. Tessitore playing up front along with Keith Darby and Chad Bilsma. Here comes Darby across the blue line. That's Craig Darby. Takes it in the corner. Big number 17. Circles around. Massena's got McCracken and Tracy out there to kill it off with Adams and Schneider. Back to the point. Now into the 45, Tessitore beating Darby in behind. Back to Tessitore. A shot over the net. And it comes to Darby. He kind of gloved it. Dumps it in behind. Tessitore. Short side shot. And it's underneath Rushy. It comes free, but the whistle blows. And Tessitore had the puck, but the official lost sight of it and blew the whistle.
He lost sight of it. It wasn't covered, and that's a good call. And when that official, he's instructed, when you lose sight of the puck, you have to blow the whistle, even though it was free. So the Raiders did dodge a bit of a bullet there because Tessitore had there was a big scramble in front, a big scrum, and he could have picked it up and just slid over to the right-hand side at an empty net.
He had the puck and the open net to shoot at. Puck comes down the ice off the face-off. Tracy won the draw, got it to Schneider, and he flipped it in the zone. Now the puck picked up by Darby, big Craig Darby. He drops it back for Odessa. Mike Odessa now on the right side. It seems funny talking about him as a player when I remember him so well as a coach for RPI. Odessa in the corner. Odessa in behind the net. Back along to Darby at the point. Darby holds onto it, starts to move it through, flips it at the 45, comes in behind. Tessitore. Tessitore controls in the corner. Back to Darby at the point. Darby to Odessa, other point. His shot through, screen, save, rebound, sits in the slot. They score. Tessitore picks up the goal, and it's 5-1.
They worked it around and worked it around. The Raiders were in a very tight box, but Darby and Odessa at the points, they worked it around. Finally, Odessa took the shot from the point, and Brewster Rushy made the initial save, but the rebound went across to the unguarded, to the far post, and I forget the number. What number was it that scored the goal, Jerry?
Tessitore, I believe.
Tessitore, he was standing off the crease, and he just banged it in the empty net. Brewster Rushy, no chance on that one. But they have a very effective and efficient power play. There's no question.
Off the face-off, puck comes back to the Albany line. Picked up there by Chuck Evans. Flips to the red line, intercepted there, and Thompson trying to get it ahead for Whitcup. Whitcup drops it back to Thompson. He goes to McDonald. McDonald to Fauché. Across the blue line, Fauché swipes it in the corner, taken off his stick by Sprinkle. Bouncing puck picked up by Fauché. High slot. His shot goes just wide, and Whitcup picks it up. Taken off his stick by Chad Sprinkle, back to the point. Now Thompson flips it in, goes off Fauché, but back out to Kevin Ryan. Ryan to the Massena blue line. Timmy Thompson picking it up there and circles in behind his own net. Headman pass, Tommy Moore, or to McDonald, ahead to Whitcup, intercepted, back to the Massena line. Thompson's weak headman, stepping in front of it is Kevin Ryan. Ryan goes in behind, drops it back to Evans, flipping it ahead, intercepted Whitcup, but his poke checked away, comes to Adams. Adams to Thompson to McDonald, backhand, Massena clears the zone. It comes into defenseman Chuck Evans again. Evans starts out, hits his winger Ryan. Ryan starts to lug it ahead. He dumps from the red line into the Massena zone, stopped by DeRushy. We're down to 9:28, third period. Albany Academy leading Massena 5-1. Here comes Michael Adams with a rush down the ice, flips it in the zone, goes in behind the net. Back forth there is Evans, ridden into the boards by Jake Morris. Morris trying to center it, but it comes out to center ice. Racing for it there is Keith Darby, and Bigelow's going to pick up a penalty as he didn't mean to trip him. The puck comes back to the blue line. Here's a shot high over the net, still controlled by Darby, trying to center it. Massena touches it, and that'll be another power play for Academy.
It was a tripping penalty that they got against Jeff Bigelow. Back checking, as you said, he didn't mean to do it, but it's in the books. It is a tripping penalty, and the Cadets will go on a power play again. And we hope that both teams maintain their composure here. It's a 5-1 game. This stage, 9:02 left. Nothing's impossible, but Albany really in control right now, and Massena showing signs of cranking just a little bit here. They're frustrated, I know that, but they'll get another chance at the Cadets. They'll be back up, I'm sure, to the Massena Arena.
That wouldn't be a bit surprised. 5-1 Academy leads, 9:02 remaining to play in period number 3. Off the face-off, puck in the corner now. Schneider trying to clear it to Tracy. Tracy has a little problem, can't get it out of the zone. Kept in at the point, they flip it right in front, and the bouncing puck back to the point. It comes back to the defenseman, Brandon Lynch, flips it over on the other side to Sprague in behind. They've changed their power play. They're going with a regular unit now. Sprague at the right point, taking it deep in the corner. His shot hits the side of the net, and it's poked around by Schneider. Schneider looks for it, finds it, and gets it down the ice. In behind now, picked up by Brandon Lynch. Lynch trying to move it out of his zone. Coming back for it is Jason Heath. Heath circles, feeds it ahead. It goes to Tallman. Tallman into the Massena zone. Thompson swipes it away from him, goes in behind. McCracken flipping around for Massena. Tracy can't catch up with it. Back to the point, kept in there by Sprague, but it comes to Schneider, and he finds the hole and dumps it down the ice. Stopped side of the net by goalie Mitch Tolokonski. He leaves it in behind. About 20 seconds left in the power play as the puck comes to Thompson at the Massena line. Flips for Fauché, goes behind him, and back in is Steve Sprague. Sprague with it to the blue line, out to center ice. Sliding around. They still jam for it. Jason Heath and Fauché, and finally Heath comes away with it. Takes it back to his own blue line and drops it back for Chad Sprinkle. Sprinkle now moving it ahead for Tessitore. Oh, nice move, but he's finally taken out of the play by Morris. Pokes it free in front. Fauché into the corner, and that take care of the penalty. Adams lost his stick, but he manages to kick it out to center ice. Dump back in the zone. Comes around the boards. Tallman at the blue line. Bigelow throws a check on him, and it's picked up there by Thompson. He leads the attack. Beating Bigelow, trying to break by the defense. Bigelow goes in the corner. He's ridden into the boards heavily there by Bilsma. Still goes after it. Trying to come up with it in the corner. Tommy Moore is in there throwing some checks. It comes to Morris, poked away. Morris gets it, flips it to the open corner. Back to Adams. Adams goes in behind the net as Bigelow gets leveled, and it's going to be a penalty against Albany Academy.
Both clubs really throwing some hard checks out there. The Raiders might be down by 4, but I'll tell you, there's no quit in them. They're hanging tough. They're throwing a lot of good checks out there. They're going to go on at 6:46 left in the third period. Raiders on a power play.
5-1 the score, but Massena with a chance to at least get one back here as Jake Morris stays out there with Jeff Bigelow and Joey Fauché. Face-off will be to the left of Tolokonski. Off the draw. Puck comes in behind. Picked up there by Bilsma. And he starts it out on the right side. Bilsma now on the shorthanded attempt. Gets by. Short side shot. Scores! Chad Bilsma. And it's 6-1.
Well, again, that's a mark of a good team when you can capitalize when you may be down a man, and you can change that, go from defense to offense. And the Albany Academy Cadets showed that they could. Number 18, Chad Bilsma, coming down that right side, and I think Bruce gave him just a little bit of room on that. Not sure if it was a short side, but he didn't. Bilsma didn't make any mistake.
So that's going to make it 6-1. That, I believe, is the first shorthanded goal Massena's given up this year.
I think you're right, Jared.
Tessitore out there to take the face-off against Tracy. It comes to McDonald, who's playing the right wing now. He flips it in the corner. McCracken after it. Tracy comes up with it at the blue line. Flips it free. It comes into the corner. McDonald after it. Feeds it in behind the net. Now it comes to McCracken. He's taken out of the play. And it bounces back to Adams at the blue line. To Thompson. Thompson winds the shot, and the save made. Nice save. And the puck comes free in front. They jam at it. McDonald couldn't find the handle. And it comes to Tessitore, and he breaks out again. Here's Tessitore. Check. Knocks down McDonald, and it comes to Adams. Adams in front of his own net. Feeds it ahead for Tracy. He can't find the handle. Puck poked away, and it comes free to Keith Darby. Darby stops at the blue line. Slides it in behind the net. You wouldn't know Massena play now as Albany really stealing the puck there. It's Heath. Heath with it. Moving into the corner. Puck comes to
goal, killing the penalty. The wide open net. He dove across and deflected the Raiders' shot from going into the empty net.
Off the face-off. Puck in behind the net. Schneider now goes to Labarge. Labarge starts out from Massena. Feeding it to Bigelow. Bigelow gets by into the zone. Offsides will be the call, as he kind of faked out Tommy Moore that time, and Moore went ahead. We'll have a face-off outside Albany Academy zone. 3 seconds left in the Massena power play. Off the face-off, puck kicks back to the Massena blue line, picked up by Brett Schneider for the Raiders. Schneider backhand pass goes by Moore, dumped down the ice. That'll come right in on DeRushy. So he has to make the save. Puck in behind. Flipped around the boards to Tommy Moore. Poked away from him. Schneider now trying to feed it free. Taken away by Darby, centering it. I think DeRushy had to make a save. Bouncing puck back to the blue line. Kept in at the point. Comes to Schneider. Backhands it in behind the net. Here comes Labarge. He gives it away to Tessitore right in front. The puck bounces free. Here's the backhander. DeRushy makes the save on Jason Heath, and boy, I'll tell you, little pushing and shoving after that. Uh-oh. DeRushy mixing it up now with Mike Odessa. And boy, oh boy, they're really mixing it up side of the net. And that time Odessa started it.
It's boiled down to a wrestling match right now, Jerry. Little frustration on both teams. Something I hadn't seen in a long time. Bruce DeRushy down there, 3 red shirts standing in front of him. They were passing the puck back and forth. Didn't know which one to take the shot. And Mr. Odessa, he's going to send him with 4:43. The referees are going to send them both to the locker room. At least he's going to send number 15, Mike Odessa, to the locker room. And basically, it was a wrestling match. The two of them got into it, and the officials kind of just let them tire themselves out. And the rest of the players, they stood back and didn't get involved. So that's a good indication of clearer heads prevailing. But there's when you've got 1 and 2 facing off, and all the hype led up to this ball game, and then it's kind of a not taking a backward step, handing out some real good licks, and on a few occasions they've showed a little bit lack of discipline, but overall they've really maintained their composure. And as we said, with all the hype that went into the shoving with the players in front, and Odessa came from behind Bruce DeRushy.
He got the major for a hit from behind and a major checking the goalie, and then the game disqualification. DeRushy picking up the minor for retaliating.
We haven't seen 8 minutes flashed on the penalty clock all year long, Jerry.
I know.
Yeah, that's the first time.
So Massena will be on the power play for the rest of the game.
Right.
Well, no, I shouldn't say
30.
that. In a minute and 30, they'll be on the power play. And it's a major penalty, so no matter what happens, they'll stay on the power play. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute and a half. And then Massena on the power play, but a little late, I think, with 4:43 left to go in the third period.
A richly deserved 6-1 lead for the Albany Academy Cadets.
No doubt about it. Today they're the better team on the ice. Off the face-off, breaking down the wing is Tommy Moore, taken out of the play. Nice defensive play made by Bilsma, and he takes the puck away.
He's had an outstanding game. Chad Bilsma's had a hat trick in this game. Got the last two, and he had the third goal, the one that put him over the edge. So he's a big game for Chad Bilsma. He's the captain of the Cadets.
Puck comes out to center ice. Tommy Moore with it, trying to feed Jake Morris, goes by him. Flip back to the Massena line. Thompson across the red line. He's just going to dump it inside Academy territory. Now Moore throws a check, gets upended, can't come up with a puck, and it's Bilsma again. Feeds it ahead. Jake Morris trying to pick it up at his own blue line. Drops it back to Adams. Adams starts back the other way. We're still 4-on-4 here. Adams pokes it into the zone, takes it in behind the net. In behind, the puck bounces back to Thompson at the point. He drives one, the save made, and a nice one. And the puck back to Tracy. He can't get the shot off. And the puck bounces around. Down the ice it goes into the Massena zone. And it comes back out to center ice. Adams picks it up. Feeds it ahead. It goes to Brandon Lynch. Lynch dumps it back in behind the Massena net. And Mike Adams has to come after it. Adams flips it along the boards. Tracy starts back. Massena on the power play now for the remainder of the hockey game if they don't pick up any more penalties. Puck comes to McCracken. He tries to get through, but he's ridden out of the play, and Sprague feeds it down in the Massena zone. In behind, here's Schneider. Schneider drops in for Labarge. Labarge comes out of there. Here's Labarge now running into some traffic by Darby. The puck comes free, and it comes to Schneider trying to slide it ahead. Back down the ice to Fauché. It comes to Labarge, who flips it in behind. Stopped by the goaltender, Tolikoski. He flips it around the boards. Kept in the zone, however. It kicks free to Whitcup. Now McDonald, but out to center ice. They couldn't control it. Whitcup dumps it back in the zone again. 2 minutes left to play. 6-1. Albany Academy leading. Puck comes free. Picked up there by Craig Darby. Darby starts it out. Moves it into the zone. Goes into the corner. It comes to Labarge. Labarge starts it out for Massena. Feeds it ahead for Fauché, trying to stick handle through, but the puck got away from him into the corner. Whitcup backhands it around the boards, and it comes out to center ice. Labarge again for Massena. Flips it through to Schneider. Schneider ahead to Davis. Davis takes it across and dumps it in behind the net. Now Whitcup going after it in the corner. Eddie Davis is there to pick up the loose puck. He had Labarge in the slot. Here's Adams' shot. He fires it wide. Around the boards, Labarge's shot. Glove save made. And holding on, Tolikoski. And a little bit of a mix-up again, side of the net.
Cooler heads prevailing, though, Jerry. It's just winding down. A minute 13 left.
And the faceoff will be inside Albany territory. 6-1. Academy leads it with 1:13 left in the hockey game. So the Raiders will go down to their first defeat. Albany Academy will go to 21-1 on the year, and deserving of that #1 ranking, no doubt about it. Jake Morris back to Thompson at the point. He fakes the shot, goes over to Adams. Mike winds up his shot, glove save made by Tolikoski.
Good quick glove by Mitch Tolikoski. But again, in that situation there, you've got to create some traffic in front, and he had a clear sight path to the blue line. And Mike Adams, even though he drifted a heavy shot, Tolokonski had no problems with it because he wasn't screened.
Face off right side. Morris wins it. Back to the point, Adams. Adams goes to Thompson. Timmy winds up his shot. Oh, nice save made by Tolokonski. And he kind of did the turtle act. And we have a whistle and a slashing call in front. And who's going to get the gate?
I think Jeff Bigelow possibly is going to call. He called for slashing.
That'll even things up for the remainder of the hockey game. 51 seconds.
Timmy Thompson just about handcuffed Mitch Tolokonski that time.
Face-off will be just outside the Albany Academy zone. And let's see here. Jake Morris will be out there along with Tommy Moore. Thompson and Adams. Adams with the puck now. Taking the face-off was Tallman for Academy. Flipping it around the boards. In the corner, back to Thompson at the point. Trying to slide the weak one on. The save made by Tolokonski. Now the puck goes to Morris. Backhander. His shot right on. Save made. And the goaltender gets pushed into the net. And now he and Tommy Moore go after it a little bit. I don't think anything's going to come about of that. Nope. So the face-off will be to the right side. And unfortunately, this one got a little bit out of hand here in the third period.
Yeah, again, you hate to see this because it detracts from two fine hockey teams and a good hockey game throughout. You hate to see this at the end. But as I said, all the pregame hype and the state rankings 1 and 2, and I'm sure the Raiders and Albany expected a really close game. And but today, the Cadets well deserving of a 6-1 lead. Impressive-looking hockey team, and I'm sure if these two teams meet again, I don't think you'll see a 6-1 game.
Certainly hope not. 6-1, Albany leads. And they called a penalty that time on Tallman in front of the net. And so Massena back on the power play again for the remainder. Thompson and comes out to center ice. Over to Thompson. Thompson gets upended. Puck comes free, back the other way. Here comes Kelly. Shot from center ice. Comes right in front of the net. But Adams picks up the loose puck, flips it ahead. Down to about 10 seconds left. McCracken across the blue line for Massena. Trying to drop it to Tracy. Comes to Thompson at the point. He takes it in the corner. Shot right on the save. The rebound jumped on by Tolokonski. And with 2 seconds left, we'll face this one off, and it'll be over.
Yes, glad to see this one over, and I'm sure the referees will be also. It's generated a little bit here the last 4 or 5 minutes. But the Raiders still working. Man advantage up 4 skaters to 3, and they're working hard trying to get one more before that buzzer.
6-1. Off the face-off, they drop the puck, and the buzzer sounds. And Albany Academy wins the Massena invitation.
Final shots were, but he did his job. He made the save when he had to, allowing only 1 goal, and that was a power play goal by Jake Morris. But 2 fine hockey clubs out there, and today the Cadets were certainly the better team out there, and richly deserved this championship victory. A well coached team, well schooled in the fundamentals, and they really can. They can skate and they can pass, they can shoot. They've got it all.
I guess so.
I can richly deserving of that #1 ranking. I'm sure Massena coaching staff, Stan Moore and Timmy Long will not disagree, but looking forward to hoping to meet up this club again.
So a 6-1 victory for the team from Albany Academy.
Sure, if that certainly was, the Raiders had a little bit of momentum at that time, but I'm not sure if that would down the road, the way that Albany played today, was going to make a lot of difference. But
okay, John Adams down there on the ice to make the announcements.
I'd like to take the time to thank the mothers who put on the fine banquet last night.
The mothers of the players being thanked for putting on a nice banquet last night at the Elks Club. And thanks to the Elks Club for providing the facility, and to all the mothers who did such hard work providing good food.
I'd like to now
I'm sure you only consumed your fair share.
You bet.
Okay.
You bet. Here's the all-tournament team.
Chad Billisma from Albany Academy.
Chad Bilsma getting an all-tournament team forward. Hat trick today.
Hat trick today, and he was offensively and defensively. He was really tough out there. He's a fine-looking hockey player.
From Massena, Jeff Bigelow.
Jeff Bigelow.
Another grinder. He didn't pop one today, but as usual, he's up and down. He's tough, and regardless what the score is, or if they're up or down, he 110% at all times.
Kevin McCarron of Suffern, the other all-tournament forward. They're probably on their way back, I would imagine.
If you're here, please join us on the ice. For defense.
On defense,
From Suffern also, Steve Kirshner.
Steve Kirshner of the Suffern Mounties.
From Suffern on defense. And from Massena on defense, Mike Adams.
Mike Adams of Massena getting the all-tournament defensive award. A little bittersweet, though, when you come out on the short side in the championship game.
Also on the all-tournament team, the goalie from Albany Academy.
Kolokonski, the Albany Academy goaltender. He allowed 3 goals in the tournament. He's got to get it, I would think.
I certainly agree with you.
And the tournament MVP from Albany Academy, Dave Tessitor.
A
Dave
richly
Tessitor.
deserving choice. He's a fine hockey player. Number 10, Dave Tessitor.
I now would like to have the captains from Massena come forward to accept the runner-up trophy on behalf of the tournament committee.
Raider captains Brett Schneider and Pat Tracy accepting the consolation award.
Getting a big hand from the fans now.
And the Albany Academy cadets
Captains for Albany Academy
surrounding the award winners.
to accept the championship trophy.
So now Albany Academy coming over to get their trophy, winning the Massena Invitational. And they will remain number 1 in the state.
Captain Chad Bilsma receiving the award for the cadets. They're a happy bunch of players, which they should be. Played a fine tournament, and all 4 teams that participated here in this tournament were outstanding. We were treated to some fine hockey, Jerry, yesterday and today. Probably the most one-sided game was the game that we didn't figure on would be that way, but sometimes those things happen.
Incidentally, Albany, or I should say Suffern, won the consolation 4-2 over Seton Catholic. So again, a 6-1 final. Albany defeating Massena to win the championship of the Massena Invitational.